FPL Game Week 4 Team Selection. The international break is finally over. So today we'll be looking at how my team did in Game Week 3, the transfer I made, the other transfer I will make, and how the team will be looking good going forward. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe. And let's get into it. What's up? It's FPL Vert, where arrows go green. And before we look into Game Week 4, the team selection, let's have a little review of how we did in Game Week 3, even though it feels like it was a lifetime ago. But I can confirm it was a consecutive green arrow. Yeah, we're into the top 300k, which is not bad at this moment. Obviously, we want to get into the top 100k as soon as possible and climb once we're in there. But I guess the story of the show was Erling Haaland once again scoring another hat-trick. So yeah, I guess all those no Haaland drafts are very optimal, right? Yeah, and the other forwards also scored and scooped max bonus, which is always great to see because that's what forwards are meant to do. So I think we can be pretty happy with the rest of the team. But let's look into the moves that I have made and the move I'm going to make as well. So I made an early transfer during the international break, which is sort of like an FPL sin, so please forgive me. But yeah, despite scoring against Spurs, it was a tap-in really. I haven't really been that impressed by Newcastle, and they're not really an away team either, as we saw last year, and their next two fixtures are away, and then of course they host Manchester City. So I moved into João Pedro, which I can confirm. I brought him in just before his price was going to rise. They host Ipswich and Forest next, which I think is a great opportunity. And then when he goes away to Chelsea in Game Week 6, I will also send for someone else, which you'll see later. But I can confirm that this transfer has happened. So I haven't actually made this transfer yet because, of course, SAKA rose in price to 10.1. So even if he does drop, it won't affect the selling price. So I'm going to wait until all the presses to really confirm this transfer. But I will be selling him. With Arsenal go away to Tottenham and Man City, and while you can back Arsenal in every game as they are title contenders, I do think there is another opportunity, and that opportunity is Mohamed Salah, who is of course top with Haaland for points this year with 41 in the first three. And I won't be captaining him this week against Forest, but certainly I will be for Game Week 5 when you host Bournemouth, because of course Haaland will be facing the strongest defence in the league, and Saka will be going away to Man City, who are the champions. So these are the moves I will make. It won't be confirmed until the presses are done, but that is what the plan is. So starting in goal, we've got Dean Henderson. He returned 4 points last time out, away to Chelsea, with 6 saves, which is pretty decent to be honest, but we won't actually be expecting a clean sheet. Leicester City have actually scored in all 3 of their Premier League games since returning to the top flight, including against Europa League level opposition in Tottenham Hotspur. So with all due respect, I don't think Crystal Palace defence is, stronger than that. And Palace will also get to register the clean sheet, so yeah, let's see what happens. 5 of the last 6 meetings between Crystal Palace and Leicester City have also seen both teams scoring, so let's see what happens. Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of my favourite FPL assets to own. He features in a defence that has now kept 3 clean sheets on the bounce, in addition to conceding the least XG. So Arnie Slot has come in and really tightened things up at the back for Liverpool. I also think Trent will be buoyed by his back-to-back man-of-the-match performances for England, where he carved out an assist for Kane's opener in the England Captain's 100th cap. And he had 7 key passes and 2 big chances created across the 2 international games. Trent also ranks top for defenders for points, as well as for big chances with 3 and key passes with 7. So I think we're very close to a mega haul if we can combine a clean sheet with some attacking returns. Gabriel and Pedro Porro, the 2 contentious points of the week. No, I think it's a good debate to be had, but the way I see it at the moment, Tottenham's defence is laughably bad. They've kept just 2 clean sheets in their last 24 league games, one coming against already relegated Sheffield on the last day of the season, and the other against bottom of the table Everton in Game Week 2. Tottenham are also notoriously susceptible to conceding set pieces, and their goalkeeper Vicario constantly gets bullied in dead ball situations. And it just so happens that Arsenal scored the most goals in the league from set pieces, and Gabriel is someone that scored 7 goals in the last 2 seasons. So, in a derby, you expect both teams to score, really, if we're being honest. But I just think Gabriel is more likely to score from a set piece rather than, Porro scoring a complete banger, I guess. And, in terms of away clean sheets, we talk about Spurs having 2 out of 24. Arsenal have kept 8 clean sheets from their 10 away games in 2024. They've actually only conceded 3 goals. 2 of them coming in this fixture when Arsenal were 3-0 up at half-time in April. So I guess you could say they're a very good defence. Robinson, no clean sheets for Fulham so far, but Anthony Robinson has supplied back-to-back assists, and he's actually only behind Trent Alexander-Arnold for big chances created among all defenders. So let's just hope for an attacking return. So Salah, Mohamed Salah, the GOAT FPL asset. He has found his way back into my team for the first time this season. In what will only be a 2-week residency, he's joint top with Haaland in all points for FPL points this season, with 41, and it's the most ever after 3 game weeks. And he has Forest at Anfield to look forward to as well. And Liverpool scored at least twice in their last 7 league games, in addition to keeping a clean sheet in their last 4 league games in entirety, stretching back to last season. So as a midfielder, Salah will benefit from an extra point if there's a shutout. So really good potential for points. His big chances created also ranks joint top for midfielders. Joining him in my midfield is Jota, who should be starting down the middle, part of that same attack. So, when you're in a team that's scoring at least twice for the last 7 league games in a row at home, you should be hopeful for a return. Antoine Semenyo hosts Chelsea in what should be a pretty thrilling game in the Saturday late kickoff. He has returned in every match so far this season, and so when Chelsea are yet to keep a clean sheet, I'm actually quite hopeful of at least one attacking return. He also ranks top for all shots taken across all players in FPL so far. Morgan Rogers, he's created a big chance in each of the last 2 game weeks, and Ollie Watkins has missed both of them, so he can count himself quite unlucky, if I'm honest. Oh well, I put that to rest because over the international break, he bagged a brace for England, the under-21s, as he dispatched a very cool penalty, and as well as a first-time finish, curling past the defender and goalkeeper against Austria. So his confidence should be pretty high. Maybe he could be the pen taker at Villa as well, since Watkins' penalty taking is not great. In terms of his opponents this week, Everton, they have conceded at least 3 league goals in every league game so far this season, and they've let in 10 in total, which is the most in the league. They also rank first for most big chances conceded, so they're a very obliging defence, so couldn't ask for much more. Smith Rowe has actually been pretty disappointing, despite his 10 points in game week 2. He's had just 1 shot on target in the opening 3 games of the season, and he's created 0 chances as well. I actually have plans to upgrade him to Brian Mbeumo in game week 7, so he's on borrowed time as it is, but for now he can start. Erling Haaland, we're running out of words to describe him. The superlatives are running out also. He's going for a hat-trick of hat-tricks as he welcomes Brentford. Following his Ipswich and West Ham demolition, Man City have scored at least twice in their last 12 Premier League matches, stretching back to last season. And when Brentford have kept 1 clean sheet in their last 9 away league games, I think it's a pretty safe captaincy option, so that's not really a debate for me. My new recruit, Joao Pedro, over 900,000 FPL managers have also brought him in this week, and he picked up his 2nd cap for Brazil against Paraguay. He should be eager to impress to ensure that he can continue representing his country, in my opinion. Following goals in consecutive league games against Man United and Arsenal, Brighton now host an Ipswich side that have conceded 13 big chances, which is the most in the league. On the bench, we've got Chris Wood. He's been a soldier for me, but I can't play him against Anfield. I do think Liverpool will, probably keep another clean sheet. But yeah, I'm not too sure about Forest scoring at Anfield, but let's see. And then Ipswich goes away to Brighton in what is apparently a green fixture. Maybe they have to update that one, but that's what it looks like for now. So that's the team selection for game week 3, and maybe we can just have a little look into what it will look like in game week 6. So this is how the team would look in game week 6. We would roll the transfer in game week 5, and then sell Salah and Joao Pedro for Saka and Havertz to triple up on Arsenal for their home game against Leicester, and they would also face Southampton at home in the following week. And yeah, this is how we would look. Obviously the selection might change a little bit, but these are the players that we'll have in the squad. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button and hit that subscribe, and I'll see you later.